welcome back to the shop, everybody. This evening, I'm hopefully going to knock out a project that I've been putting off for a while. It's just another simple one, one of those things you just kind of put off because it's not really that important. And that is to replace this handle for my burnisher. Now, if you're not familiar with what a burnisher is used for, this is a card scraper for if you do lots of hand tool woodworking. It's kind of like the predecessor to sandpaper. What you would do is you would file this and then hone it nice and flat and square. And then you would take the card scraper and run it down at an angle, and you would basically roll a burr, and that's what would actually cut the wood. The problem with this handle is the shape of it's just horrible. Ignoring the fact that this is supposedly Cocobolo, but the finish is just bad, but the main thing is the shape is horrible. Right here where this bead is where I want to put my finger, my thumb, I should say, not my finger. And it's just a chunk of apple, a piece of scrap that I've got, and then a copper ferrule. So all you need to make one of these is a copper coupling you can pick up at any hardware store, and then a piece of scrap wood. In my case, I'm using apple, but you could use anything. So first thing I'm going to do is go over to the metal lathe, and I'm going to turn the outside of this ferrule so it's nice and concentric, and bore the inside, I should say, so that it's concentric, and then it's nice and clean. And then we'll go over to the drill press, and then we'll drill a hole in the end for the actual high-speed steel burnishing rod, and then we'll be over to the wood lathe. Okay, I'm over here at the drill press. I have the table tilted over at 90 degrees and then the fence lined up so it's also 90 degrees to the bit, so I can drill a hole lengthwise down into the end of the turning blank. Before I get started over here at the wood lathe, I want to make one thing abundantly clear, and that is that I am by no means a wood turning expert. I've had this machine for maybe a year and a half now. I've turned 8, 9, maybe 10 bowls, and I've done 2 or 3 little pieces of spindle work, and that includes the tool handle I just did a little while ago. So whatever you see me doing, don't use my techniques. Don't assume that they are the best technique or that they are even overly safe. They're just me slowly learning. So kind of look at this as entertainment. I will add some links to some really well qualified wood turners in the YouTube description and then on my blog post as well. So let's get started with this. This is the 3/8 hole for the burnishing rod, and then this is just a punch mark in the end, which will go in here. The cone center will go in the hole. So I went ahead and epoxied the ferrule and the actual burnishing bar in off camera. I didn't think anyone really cared to watch me do that. I'm sure everyone knows how to do that by now. I will show you the finish though. So my finish of choice for stuff like this, for shop tools, things that are going to be held in your hand, you know, like a axe handle or something like that, is just mineral oil. Because you can renew it, and it helps keep the wood from drying out. And it makes it look amazing. Pour a little bit there, or a lot. And that's it. I'll let this dry overnight, and I'll probably apply another coat in the morning, because I'm sure this will soak it in. It'll probably soak it in within half an hour or so. But this is essentially ready for use. And if I do say so myself, this 100-year-old apple that I got looks really, really nice.